strength, Shao Kahn, and you can see the nifty moving panels there. And we'll go into trial right now. So you can now get, when our update comes out, MK11 Jade will be available for trial mode. And that will be every day you go into a tower and you do 5 towers and you earn this character card. And then you also get to play with her before. So when you're doing the trial, you get to play with Jade. Now we're going to the card packs in the store. And this is our whole new storefront. So now you get to see the characters in a whole new light. Don't forget the bronze pack at the end. Get that every day. But our new store also has a fantastic new interface with it. And all new art and all that good stuff. So
awesome.
It's really great.
So not only do we rebrand with a new name, Mortal Kombat Mobile, we also, UI has changed, new characters coming in.
We have so much.
So much to show you.
So much to show you guys.
A lot of new stuff to happen.
Yes.
There is a lot today we're going to talk about. Very excited about that. Let's talk about another character from Mortal Kombat 11 that we've talked about, that we have shown on Twitter.
Yes.
That is coming to the game.
A lot of Twitter action there.
We use Twitter. We use a lot of Twitter. So,
yes.
Raiden.
Yes.
Mortal Kombat 11 Raiden.
We've created Raiden to be a new meta change, essentially. Leatherface is kind of changed the meta in terms of our game pretty hard with his rage mechanic where he would enrage after combo enders. So we decided that we needed to kind of put a character that can put a stop to that.
Okay.
And who would do a great job at that is MK11 Raiden. So we'll show him off here. Go ahead, Pack. And tell what's up.
So with Raiden, once you do 3 combo enders with him, you'll perform a crushing blow, which will disable your opponent's combo enders for the rest of the match. You know, this is a huge DPS slowdown for these characters. A lot of characters can whip through their basics and get to their combo enders and do massive damage, and you're really tightening on that.
For the rest of the match, you said?
The rest of the match.
Wow,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah. And there's no coming back from it, no dispelling that. And another thing we've done with Raiden, you'll see on his SP2 here, we're using some of the cool moves from console to kind of present there, and then putting our own little flair on it. And then again with him, we're also replicating the fatal blow.
Yep.
A couple things I've seen here that we haven't really even shown from Raiden on the console.
No, you
A couple
haven't.
moves I've seen here.
Yeah. So yeah, first time showing him off to the public. It's pretty cool.
Elder God Raiden. X level.
X level.
X level.
Promoted.
X gonna give it to you.
Yes.
Promoted to 10. So another strong character is going to change the way the meta works.
Yeah,
right?
and also we'll have a trial. So after the Jade trial, we'll have the Raiden trial. So you can also play with Raiden in it and, go from there, and you'll get 1 card of Raiden, after 5 towers.
Yeah, it really is a great way to come in and do these trial modes and get to feel these characters right away instead of having to, we are a game where you have to play a lot to get your characters, but getting to touch these guys right away is a ton of fun.
Yeah, you get to know why that
Why
they're
so good.
sought after, pretty much. Yeah.
Awesome. That's really cool. It's cool seeing all these characters that are coming out for console already here for us very soon, coming to Mortal Kombat Mobile.
Next week.
Oh yeah, we'll mention that again, I'm sure.
Yeah, we will.
Updates looking like it's coming next week. Not going to give it a specific date right now, but all of the pretty much, everything we're talking about today is going to be ready for that.
It's all going to be ready. It's going to be great.
Cool.
We've been working hard.
You've noticed also, like, when you look at the characters, like, that's the great thing about working in this studio is that both sides work hand in hand, console and mobile.
Yep.
So you'll see a lot of, like, they're over here. You're able to take them, work them into mobile in the ways that you do. You do that sort of magic, and it's not like a one-to-one thing. You have to a lot of work done to make them work on mobile in the way that you're supposed to. Because although they look the same, they will play similarly. They have these passives. They have these ways they affect the game. Like that doesn't happen, say, in a one-to-one fighter.
Right. Exactly.
We try to take their flair and their essence and really bring it in to make it work for mobile.
Yeah.
And I think I've really liked what you guys have done, especially like it's funny that we've talked about this before. Like a lot of when we first started doing the game, like some of the passives were like, oh, that's cool, and you're like, wait a second.
Yes.
Once you got your footing, you're like, oh, we get this. Like,
right.
Now the passives are like insane and cool.
That's
like,
funny you would bring that up.
We'll get to that in a second, though.
We will.
Did I jump the gun a little bit?
I did it too, so we're even now.
It happens.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. One more. We actually showed this one on our first Combat Cast console. Right. Scorpion.
Yeah,
Mortal Kombat 11 Scorpion.
People have been chomping at the bit to get after MK11 Scorpion, and we're happy to have him in mobile and really give his feel.
A lot of great
and
responses off of the first. We played like a very short teaser video on the first stream.
Right,
Yep.
right.
And a lot of really cool responses about how he looks really cool, and I can't wait to play with him.
My personal favorite in terms of looks, for sure.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, for
What do you say, Burke?
All right.
So here we go with Scorpion. His SP1 is very unique in that you can use it to now deliver Crushing Blow 1, which will disable the character's special attacks, but it will also is able to hit 2 characters. You can kill one and go into attacking the next one, which is something we don't normally do in Mortal Kombat Mobile, so it's something very unique to him and very powerful. And again, here we go. It's Crushing Blow. Very beautiful. Love the shots. The blood looks awesome. And with his passive as well, kind of jumping into this, he gives his MK11 teammates
there we go.
lethal blow chances.
The feats of strength right there.
Yeah.
I love this.
And that's something special we've done for the MK11 characters, where
Yep.
we've kind of taken a more cinematic camera angle on their victory poses.
All right.
Nice.
And then, as you see, it's a diamond character here, so that Scorpion's gonna be available in Faction Wars and also in special booster packs for the MK11 booster pack that you saw in the store.
MK11 booster pack. Awesome. That's great. So 3 cool characters coming to mobile next week.
Oh, there's 3, and then there could be like 23 more.
Oh, tell me more about. Let's talk about.
We're talking about...
This is important. This is something that we kind of alluded to a moment ago.
Yes.
Diamond character enhancements.
Yes.
Or I guess we're calling them 2 things: enhancements, character reworks.
Character reworks. So we have decided that we wanted to go through a lot of the older characters and some of the new, but mostly the old ones, and really create a new meta game that is like. So we took a meta and we just went deeper, way deeper, and essentially we took 23 characters. We went into the laboratories and we decided what would need to be working.
You say lavatories?
Laboratories.
Laboratories.
Well,
Laboratories.
If
Okay.
it's a laboratory, that's something else going
I got
on there.
confused there.
We have multiple laboratories? More than one?
Yeah, don't tell anyone.
Okay.
Before we move on, I forgot to say something earlier. This is very important to me. This is our first mobile stream in the new room, and
Yes,
I wanted to talk about. There was a time last year where we kind of just stopped doing streams, and we couldn't tell the fans why we were stopping doing streams because we had the big update to the mobile game coming. We had the console game had not been announced yet, and we were building this room.
Yes.
So I want to give a backwards apology to when we couldn't do streams but couldn't talk about why. So that's why it happened. That is why we're here now in the room.
Yeah, and what a great room.
It
I mean,
worked out
this
pretty
is-
well.
oh, so
I also want
nice.
to give more props to Matt Burt because we have a whole new setup over there for him to use. And mobile streams are always there's a lot of pictures and videos because playing live is very difficult. So we have a lot of videos, a lot of pictures. So Burke's the man right now.
You just jinxed it.
So
I'm gonna mess it up now.
You're doing fine.
You're the
You're
architect.
gonna be great.
You got this.
and if he messes up, just do hashtag What's up, Burke?
Oh my
Right?
god!
Dang, Bird.
Something like that. Anyway, so let's move on. Let's go back to
Sorry,
character
Bert.
reworks. Very cool stuff.
Oh wow, yeah. Okay, back to character reworks. So right now I got 4 to show you. Now there's 23 total. All right, but I'm gonna just highlight 4 to show you how much we've done.
Talk about 4 and kind of how they've changed.
right.
And
Exactly.
character reworks, we're going from gold to diamond.
diamond.
Not silvers, not bronze. These are your gold characters.
These are
that
your
you know and
gold
love.
characters now turned to diamonds.
So the gold's enhanced into diamond.
Yes.
Crushed harder and turned into diamond.
We went together and we put our
Milled
hands
by
together
the
and
Titan's
crushed
fist.
it. Yes.
Awesome. So let's start with I
Shao
believe
Kahn just went.
Katana. Is that right?
Yep.
All right, so Diamond Assassin Katana. So before, the old gold would be more of a, she tagged in, do a little damage, and she has a little bit more power. Now, she not only does that, her bleed on her tag and attack does 15 seconds of bleed up to, and then also works with the other assassins, which we will go into later.
Right.
And so she can dodge SPs just like Assassin Jade. She's now going to be a very nasty card to have on your team. And we knew that a lot of players had it, and we wanted to give a lot of players some diamonds as well. So that's with Assassin Katana. And also, as you can see, all the stats are going to be up because it's a diamond card. So
So now if they have her as gold right now.
Yes, she will be
When they,
magically changed.
when they
to a
download
diamond.
the update, you will see the lauded upgrade label all over your characters.
It's you're gonna
beautiful.
see so much gold to diamond. It's gonna be
That's
great.
awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Next up, I believe we have, is it Jax?
It is.
Revenant Jax.
Gotcha.
Okay, so let's just be honest here.
Are
Could
we
be the
being
weakest.
real?
Yeah, we're gonna be honest.
We're going to spit real with you guys.
could be one of the weakest golds
Okay.
out there. Not very strong. Sorry, all Jax fans, but we
But now
made
he's-
it way better.
Now he's better.
So what we're doing here is that not only does he have his original, which we kept, although they keep their original flair, what we did was we extrapolated on that, and now when he does an SP, a special attack, he goes invulnerable for a couple seconds.
Okay.
And that's not even talking about the synergies, which I will talk about later. So not only does he have health for every Circle of Shadow character, a little foreshadow of the
is
future.
that a nugget?
Yeah. You're gonna get like him having SPs that make him invulnerable and super nasty. Like it's really a game changer for that character.
So, was it a goal of yours when you started thinking about ththese rework of characters to not take away what was fun originally?
Right.
Like a lot of people have characters. We've talked about this when there's characters that I use that, every game has characters that may not be as good as others, but there's characters that I enjoy that I play because I like them, and if their playstyle changed, maybe I wouldn't. So you
Right.
want to keep that the same.
We did not change the playstyle. It was essentially we added on to the playstyle.
Yeah, we've
so
given them a lot more utility to use and a lot more matchmaking and team making that you can
Right.
do with these guys.
especially now that that character is more versatile and whatnot, especially when we show the next part of this whole thing is that you're going to see that these, and we're going to build upon it. So the more characters we add onto this, it's going to get more and more robust in what these characters can be done with. Like, is this am I going to go PvE on this, or is this my faction war main? I got to have this for my faction wars.
Do you think a lot of these changes are going to really mix up how people are forming their
Oh,
teams?
absolutely.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah,
100%.
It's gonna. Yes, absolutely.
And that's one thing we hear a lot is like people do love. We've done it. We do it a lot in our games where we'll kind of just change the meta bits and pieces.
Yes.
So this is more like, just from me looking at it and not being a designer, one of the more full scale meta changes we've seen in a while. Ever?
It's I would say
It's
that
our biggest ever.
it's our biggest ever.
because it comes down to a single character before. This is 23 characters of utility and combat additions.
right,
So.
right.
Awesome.
So yeah, what Pac was saying is that usually it's like one or two, and they're like pre-lady Leatherface, right? It's just like, oh man, we knew that we were creating a monster, there. So, but with that, that's just one character. We've
Right.
now changed 23 different characters to add 7 different teams, which we'll get into.
Oh, we're going to
Yeah.
get into that in a moment
Yeah.
too. There's a lot to talk about here.
Yes.
A lot to unpack, as they say sometimes. Not pack, but all right. Well, moving on. SubZero.
-1
All
point.
right, down to Cold War SubZero. Okay, so this was a pretty solid character, but we wanted to take a step further. So we have this debuff called Frostbite, and Frostbite is now tied to him in every shape or form, and he has lethal attacks and critical attacks tied to that. He has been improved by stats, and also the Cold War synergy, so we'll talk about that later, is now amped to 11, essentially. Yeah.
To Mortal Kombat
To
11.
Mortal Kombat.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
That was
He's
something.
good.
pin that one.
He's good, yeah.
Put that on the old board. What a sweet joke, right? There's one more. I remember. So you told me we were kind of planning what order to do these.
Yes,
in.
we did.
You wanted to end with one in particular.
I did. Let's cut to Nightmare Freddy Krueger. You know what? He has this. His passive would, create a nightmare, and the character would then have a higher chance to receive lethal blows from Freddy Krueger. Now, if you have 2 more characters with him, the nightmare will be extended to 2 of the opposing teams. And then there's the kicker. if you have his equipment on, you might have a chance of having 3.
Entire team.
You can have the whole entire team under the Nightmare. That means increased lethal blow chance on all those characters.
Wow.
And so pretty much you can have Freddy Krueger, wreck house essentially. So he is going to be improved, and he also has a team that goes along with him as well, and we'll go with when we start talking about that.
Yeah, so you'll see there'll be sought-after combinations of these
Yes.
teams, and then as people unpack these guys, they're going to work on their own as well with other combinations.
Right.
I can't wait to see what the kind of metas that the community comes up with.
It's going to change the entire scope of Faction Wars, and it's
Big
going
time.
to be like, who's got what do you feel is the best meta change that you enjoy, and what's your team and stuff like that.
Okay. Awesome. That sounds really cool.
Yeah.
And there's a
Thank
lot
you.
more. So, okay, there's 23 characters.
Yes.
We did 4.
Yeah.
Can you tell me one more?
Just one more?
Just tell me one more.
How about I just show you all of them?
Okay, that's easier, right?
Yeah, we can show you
Now,
that.
so we got this diagram in, and I saw it, and
Yeah.
I was like, okay, you got some splaining to do.
Yeah, we got a lot. So, there we go. Cue the card. So, we've got 7 glorious subgroups of gold to diamond cards that we put together. And we're not even including the MK11 cards here.
Correct.
So, that's a whole team in itself. So, we got Day of the Dead team. Now, all those cards have been taken from gold to diamond, and they are pretty much the quintessential anti-assassin team. And now you can see here that these arrows kind of go to different teams. Each one is kind of custom tailored to take out the other team. So Day of the Dead team is the anti-assassin team, which really get into like anti-dodging with Day of the Dead Jade, who has her ghost shield. But now her meta is she gives everyone a ghost shield on that is a Day of the Dead character. And then we'll switch on over to the assassin team, which could be 3 in the future. We'll have to find out who will be the next assassin. We'll have to find
I don't
out.
know.
I know. It's going to be to be
Do
continued
you know?
there. Yeah. So essentially we got, as we talked about, Assassin Katana there and Assassin Jade, the meta favorite. And they all have the chance to dodge moves, and then that's really fantastic against this Circle of Shadows team, which is really good because what's great about them is that they are the most versatile group. There's 6 characters that could be added to this team. So there's Quan Chi, Dark Emperor Liu Kang, Dark Empress Katana, and the 3 Revenants, which is SubZero, Jax, and who am I
Kung
forgetting?
Lao.
And Kung Lao.
Yep.
So all those characters are versatile, and they all bring immensely powerful, synergistic things going on here. And then what's really good against them is Strike Force. So Strike Force is a ragtag group of Punk Cassie Cage, Undead Hunter Johnny Cage, and Spec Ops Scorpion, and they all work fantastic well together. They're like a power drain and power gen super team. And that's really, but will be taken out appropriately by the new Gold to Diamond Ronin team, which is a fan favorite Ronin Kenshi there, who can hit like a truck. And now they are the most powerful rod power group, as they have amplified attack damage against everybody. But they really shine against the Cold War team, which is, as we talked about, SubZero, Scorpion, and Sonya. And they are more of a dot focused team with the Frostbite and the Fire, but also they have the Shield, which Sonya Blade brings together. So all these things bring into this whole unique experience. And I don't want even the Stun and Slam team, which is the horror team, which is Relentless Jason, Freddy Krueger, and I don't know why, but we just decided to make Leatherface go diamond as
stronger.
well. I made him. He's gonna be great.
Sure, why not?
Yeah,
right?
it's just
I love his
yeah,
squeals.
we love our squeals. We love the chainsaw. So
So yeah,
that's